Greetings, River Lady here, and it is a hot day in my little corner on the Concord River. We're getting up into the 90s today, and it's only May 22nd. So if this is spring, what the heck is summer going to be like? So I have a two-topic video today. What's going on with my Hydrangea plus hydrangeas? Or my hydrangea leaves are turning brown. What do I do? First, let's address brown leaves. I took a visit to a local nursery yesterday and checked out their hydrangeas to see if they had any of the new varieties, and they didn't. But they had some hydrangeas that had brown leaves. You can see in this photo, definitely some brown leaves going on there. And I talked to the manager of the hydrangea area at the nursery center and asked her, what do you think is the reason for these brown leaves? And she said, water on the leaves. That is the main reason hydrangea leaves will turn brown. Getting plant food on the leaves, if you're using a water-soluble plant food and you spray it from above, and the water evaporates and the plant food remains on the leaves, that can burn the leaves. And too much sun can cause browning of the leaves. There's a variety of reasons, but the main reason is water on the leaves. So let's go check out my Hydrangea plus hydrangeas, and I'll show you what's going on with them. Speaking of brown leaves. This is the last little garden that I built before I got sick with COVID. And I created this garden for a place to grow hydrangeas because it gets just morning sun and then it's in the shade in the afternoon. And the two hydrangeas in the front, the one to the left, Hydrangeas, and the one to the right, Carol Harris Mosley, are my Hydrangea plus hydrangeas. And the little guy in the middle towards the back, Wee Bit Giddy, that came from another mail order company called Bluestone Perennials. And these are not paid endorsements, I'm just telling you where the flowers came from, the plants came from. Okay, my Hydrangea plus hydrangeas suffered quite a bit with their transplants and their early watering. My friend, if you remember, had planted them for me. Took them from the pots while I was sick and planted them, and then watered them. And he didn't take great care in watering at the base, which is the way you should water hydrangeas and other plants that are susceptible to fungus on the leaves, like tall phlox is another one. So this is Carol Mosley, and we have the oak seed strands there. And you can see some of the remnants from when water did get on the plant, and you can see some remnants there. Now you can pick these leaves off the plant when they get brown like that because you've gotten water on them, or you can just leave them. They're not harming the plant. The plant is healthy otherwise, and if you notice, I have clusters of buds. I didn't expect blossoms this year, but I'm going to get them. So yay, Carol Harris Mosley. The other reason I could have gotten brown leaves like this is because of the transplanting. The poor little plants went through quite a bit with their shipping and then being left in pots in my basement, being out when it was a little too cold for them. So there could be quite a few items that contributed to these brown leaves. But I'm not concerned. I can pick them off if I want, but I just leave them. Picking too many leaves off the plant will stress the plant. If you do snip off the leaves, if you use your fingernails, wash your hands between plants before you go to another plant. If you use a snipper, make sure you clean the snipper before you go to a different plant. Let's go next door and check Hydrangeas. Hydrangeas also has buds for me. Yay! I didn't expect blossoms this year from these plants, so I'm very excited. But we do have some browning of the leaves here and there at the base. But otherwise, he's doing great. And if we come in the back, let's go check Wee Bit Giddy. We see we have some brown leaves down there, and that's my fault. I planted this little hydrangea, and I watered it carelessly for the first few times. So shame on me. You should always water your hydrangeas from the base using a drip method. Don't splash the water because any fungus that's in the soil will splash up onto the leaves and they can brown that way too. So keep water off the leaves of your hydrangea. If the whole plant looks stressed, then you have something that you need to address. There might be too much iron in your soil, plant might be getting overfed, maybe overwatered. So you want to check other things. But if the plant looks healthy otherwise, don't stress over the brown leaves. I'll leave you with a shot of my irises coming into bloom, and in the distance, my goose. Oh, there's the other goose, so there's my pair of geese. Don't have a clue when they're going to give me goslings. Come on, guys, let's stop loitering around and get those eggs going. All right, so I'll leave you with a shot of my beautiful river and say thank you for watching. I hope I've helped allay any of your fears of why are your hydrangea leaves turning brown. Don't panic unless, of course, the plant is very sickly looking. Then you can panic. Okay, this is River Lady wishing you happy gardening. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any topics you'd like me to cover, any plants you'd like me to research, I would be more than happy to. And I guess I'll just leave you with a fond farewell. Bye.